Greetings, my children. I am Derknomicon, and today we shall dine with royalty. Sink your fangs into the Blood Queen. Okay, not really, because she would drain every drop of your blood before you could say blah blah blah. As in all of my videos, there will be navigation links in the description that way you can go back to all of your favorite parts in the video. Now let's really sink our fangs into this build. Starting off, we'll talk about the race. For this build, I chose to go with an Imperial. The Imperials have the Voice of the Emperor ability, which allows you to calm those around you for 30 seconds, which is fantastic for this build when you need to grab a quick bite to eat. The Imperial race also has +5 in one-handed and +10 in restoration, which really helps jumpstart this build. Next, I'm going to start talking about the standing stones. After leaving Helgen, grab the Mage Stone to level up your mage skills for the first 10 levels roughly. Once you get around that point, go grab the Lever Stone. The Lever Stone allows you to level up all of your skills 15% faster. For the endgame, I would recommend the Atronach Stone. That way you can absorb any magic that gets thrown at you, especially frickin' fire spells. God, do I hate fire spells when I'm playing a vampire build. Now, let's begin talking about the factions that would help benefit this build. First off, the Dark Brotherhood allows you to kill who you want, whenever you want, which is perfect for the Blood Queen because, I mean, come on, getting paid to eat? Who would turn down a deal like that? Am I right or am I right? Next, the Thieves Guild will be your one-way ticket to power and money. Your goal is to become even more powerful than Maven Blackbriar herself. I mean, let's face it, what's the point of immortality if you can't use it to gain enough power and riches to control a whole city full of beggars and thieves? You might want to think about expanding your horizons after reaching the top. Oh wait, we do! Once you begin the Dawnguard DLC, you will strive for even more vampiric powers by killing and replacing Lord Harkin. You would do the Blood Throne way more justice than he ever could. This next section is going to be kind of short. It's the stats section, so here we go. This character is more magic based, so with that being said, I chose to put 50% into magicka, 30% into health, and 20% into stamina. Not much else to tell. Alright, let's get deep and dirty into the gear. For the gear, I tried my best to make the Blood Queen look elegant, but also badass. I'm impressed and love what I've accomplished here, and I hope you do as well. For the crown, I went with the Diadem of the Savant, which reduces magicka costs in all schools of magic. Also, I would like to point out that the crown is labeled as light armor, but in fact, it is a clothing item, so keep that in mind. For the necklace, I went with the Amulet of Bats, which allows the bats that swarm around you in your vampiric lord form to suck the life out of your surrounding enemies. The stunning dress you wear is from the Bound Until Death quest in the Dark Brotherhood. What? Did you think that Vittoria needed it in the Void? I think not. For your hands, you will wear the Shrouded Hand Wraps from the Dark Brotherhood, for it gives your one-handed sneak attacks a double damage bonus. On your finger is where the Ring of Erudite will rest till the end of your days. This ring increases your magicka by 100 points and will regenerate your magicka much faster. Last but not least, your shoes. It doesn't really matter what shoes you choose to wear, but I went with the shredded shoes for the muffle effect. Now let's talk about the skills this Royal Blood Drinker will be using in the battles to come. In the Sneak Tree, you will get all 5 in Stealth, Muffled Movement, Backstab, Lightfoot, Deadly Aim, Silent Roll, Assassin's Blade, Silence, and Shadow Warrior. In the One-Handed skill tree, get all 5 of Armsman, Fighting Stance, both points put into Dual Flurry, Dual Savagery, all 3 points in Bladesman, and Savage Strike. In the Alteration skill tree, you will go from Novice to Expert, grab the Dual Casting, Mage Armor, Magic Resistance, Stability, and Atronach. In the Restoration skill tree, you will go from Novice to Expert, grab the Regeneration, put 2 points in Recovery, grab Respite, Necromage, and Avoid Death. Next, in the Speech tree, you will put all 5 points in Haggling, grab Allure, Bribery, Merchant, Persuasion, Investor, Intimidation, Fence, and Master Trader. Last but not least, we are going into the Alchemy tree with all 5 points in Alchemist, Physician, Poisoner, Benefactor, Experimenter, Concentrated Poison, Green Thumb, Snake Blood, and Purity. Alright, let's talk about that companion you're going to be traveling with. After you begin your journey in the Dawnguard DLC, you will meet Serana. At first, you are baffled about her being locked away for centuries. You pity the girl and take her under your wing. It breaks your heart when she goes off by herself after you bring her back to her father, but you understand that she needs time to process everything. But once she comes back to you, ready to explore Skyrim, you won't be able to stop thinking of the possibilities you and her could accomplish. Last but not least, let's talk about some of the spells that this build will be using. You'll be using Ebony Flesh, Detect Life, Paralyze, Close Wounds, Necromantic Healing, and Vampiric Drain. With the Vampiric Drain, you should let yourself become a stage 4 vampire, so your Vampiric Drain spell drains 5 points of health per second. Then, you should acquire the Blood of the Ancients effect from the Bloodstone Chalice, so your Vampiric Drain also absorbs stamina and magicka. Also craft a lot of Fortified Destruction potions, which will then, if done correctly, allows you to drain 10 points of health, magicka, and stamina from your targets. And that brings the build to an end. Thanks for watching the video all the way through if you did. I really hope you enjoyed this build, and I also hope it rekindled the fire in your heart to play some Skyrim again. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see fresh Skyrim builds, or if you want to see some gameplay from other games. Give this video a like or a dislike, and please let me know what you thought about it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.